Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This is Abhishek Kumar and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to have a very special guest with us, Mr. Shan, and we are going to talk about public speaking. So without wasting further time, let's get inside the video and know about public speaking.
Shan bhai, it's honor to have you on this platform. And so, firstly, I just want to know about you. Like, kindly please just describe yourself.
Well, thank you so much, Abhishek, for inviting me first and foremost. So, talking about myself, my name is Shan Mukh. People know me as Shan, throughout the university. And back then, I was a public speaker, an anchor, and a moderator in the university. Hosted several shows. Went to out campus events. Had really great time out there in LPU. And now, currently, I'm working in corporate. Got my job. Finished my MBA from LPU and I truly miss every part of it. So thanks for inviting me again, and I'm really looking forward for this conversation.
Okay, great. So basically, like, we are going to talk about public speaking and how people can, just take out the stage fear from themselves. So, like, basically, I just want to know, like, from which standard you just started this public speaking stuff.
I think for the very first time when it happened, I think it was meant to happen. I was in fifth standard, and there was this annual function which I was from Holy Cross, from Bokaro Steel City. So we had a very huge ceremony, and I was nominated to host that event. I think that was for the very first time I got the flavor of public speaking, in my life. So that was for the only first time that I hosted a very huge crowd. But that was just for once, and after that, just fast forward to first year of my BBA and MBA program in LPU. I think for the first year I was a kind of nerd, first bencher, always into CAs, always into studying, you'll see me in library. That was the place, that's how happened. But then comes, LPU has that kind of culture of inclusiveness. And, I still remember what actually inspired me to be a part of public speaking was one of the events of Middle School of Business, which was organized by Dr. Shikha Goel. She was our business ethics teacher. So she organized this small little event, which was very good, with CP, Center for Professional Enhancement, if I'm not wrong, back then.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I participated in that event, and I got a small laurel, and I was like, oh, this is cool, and I can actually do something out of this, because I was totally into studies and I wasn't doing anything out of that. And then it was a very big U-turn. I mean, that one decision, I landed up in DS, and it actually changed in a drastic way. And for any journey, you require a good guru, you require a good mentor, and I was blessed with such mentors in life. First and foremost, I still miss I really miss Vishali ma'am, because her contribution in my life when it comes to DS is incredible. And the way I discovered myself, I think she has played a very vital role. Balpreet sir, Saurabh Lakhanpal sir, each one of them have always motivated me and actually inspired me to be the best version of mine. So that's how it started, and then LPU happened, and then this hosting several events, whether freshman induction, whether it's out campus events, or DJs, or any kind of events of any student organizations, just happened one after another, and it was like a great journey. I still embrace, still cherish.
Okay. So I just want to know, like, you just started public speaking in a very used manner. So, like, sometimes while it's happening, like, we are feeling down, we are feeling low, but we have to, go to the stage. So at that time, how you were, coping up with those situations?
To be very honest, there were few days when I had 5 events in a day. 5 events I used to host back to back, and it started with a marathon that started in early morning 5 o'clock, in chilled winter, and ended up by late night show at somewhere around 11 o'clock. So that was hectic. Apart from that, some days you're not so optimistic, you're not so positive, you'll feel a bit low. But I think in that situation, you should always focus on one thing, because whenever I hosted any show, my sole goal was the show must go on and it should be good, interactive, and fun. Because no one wants to listen, blabbering. No one wants to listen gyan on the stage. Everyone
Exactly.
wants, that hosting should be in such a manner that it should be, it should be entertaining. It should be having certain, things which can make people sit on their places. I still remember I hosted an event. It was one of the student organizations, Novus. The event was supposed to start at 11 o'clock, but it ended up starting at 2 o'clock. And till then, for that whole duration,
Remember?
I was just using fillers to, keep the crowd engaged. So a
Yeah.
lot of situations you're gonna face if you are in public speaking zone. You never know what kind of crowd you are gonna have. You have to, get them so, in such a manner that they are hyped up and they're always excited. They shouldn't be feel bored. So the first mantra of public speaking is make sure that your public is not getting bored. Because if you're gonna go there and blabber, then apparently that's not gonna work. After some time, people will sleep. And that's what was always in my head and heart, that if I am on stage, people should be having, real fun. They should be so excited about everything. So
They
that's
should enjoy the
that one
moment.
simple rule. Exactly. And in that process, even if I am low, I used to forget it, and I used to just go with the flow of the event. And a lot of times that actually helped me, because not only I grew as a person, but also it helped me to extend my dimensions. Because then as a person, I learned how to control myself. And when you step on a stage, you have a responsibility to acknowledge eminent dignitaries. You have the responsibility of, addressing a crowd who are
Exactly.
looking, towards you. So that is a very big responsibility. And I'm glad that now we have a lot of amazing anchors in university who are doing amazing. I'm
Like,
watching, these videos some whenever I'm free, and I feel so delighted. So it's going really great, I think.
okay. So basically, now we'll come to our topic. Okay. So the noobs
Mhm.
and the freshers, those who just want to, just make their career, or they just want to be, that is enthusiastic towards public speaking. So what they have to do, like how they have to start.
See, first and foremost, I need to tell two things. That, initially when you start, you will feel that, you know, you will feel that, okay, I might not fit into the frame. You will feel that, a lot of time I've seen students, they are coming with this thinking, यार वो मेरे से अच्छा English में बात करते हैं, वो मेरे से अच्छे public speaking होंगे, तो is that the same scenario with me? I say, see, speaking English and being a public speakers are two different stories altogether.
Definitely.
If you know a language, that would be an add-on, no doubt in it. But what really matters is how you are going to hold yourself on stage. We have amazing, Hindi anchors like Dhirendra Bhaiya, Muskan, Aviral Bhaiya, Piyush Bhaiya was there back then.
Yeah.
And then we have Jatin bro, we have Vishnu, we had Reed, Yadu. Many people are there if I start naming them. Everyone had their own genres and everyone were unique to hold themselves, to present themselves on the stage. So if you have this myth in your brain that language could be the barrier, then trust me, it is not going to be. What really matters is how confident you are while you're speaking onto the stage. And now from where you're going to get this confidence is from a lot of hard work, a lot of practice, because you shouldn't fumble no matter what language you are speaking. Because if you fumble, that will cut the flow of your event. So try to do that. And once you get that flow, there are a lot of technicalities that you'll only get to realize when you start hosting a show. So wait for the moment, and try to be optimistic about the thing that you are gonna do it. I've seen a lot of people who were very skeptical, in the very beginning, and now they're doing really good in public speaking, because it's not only presenting a thing, but it also boosts your motivation, your interpersonal skills to another dimension altogether. And how to become a public speaker in university? I think LPU has plethora of platforms to be a part of public speaking things. We are having 200 plus student organizations from student organization cell.
Definitely.
Every single student organization is amazing and working in multiple fields of society. We have division of student welfare as a hub to do whatever you want to do. And then we have literary society of Department of Cultural Affairs, which is run by Ms. Vishali Kalra. So that you can either join literary society or you can join any student organization. You can groom yourself, because first and foremost you need to groom yourself. I've seen a lot of people rushing that, I'll just learn few things and I'll land up on the stage. So that's not how it's going to work, because even it took me, or for fact anyone, a particular period of time to understand how the flow works in the university. Because as I said, it's a big responsibility and people will only count on you, whether it's the CEOs of student organization or whether any faculty member will be asking you to host. They should see the potential. They should see that you will be able to handle any kind of situation on the stage. Because while hosting, you really never know what's going to happen. You'll just get a small whisper from the backstage and then you have to follow the whole thing. There could be a drastic change in minute to minute schedules.
Can be spontaneous at that point, if I'll say.
Anything. There could be an add-on to the list of,
minutes of minutes of our interview or whatever.
Anything can happen at that fraction of moment, and you should be ready to hold it up and portray it in a manner that it was very easy. Nothing actually happened. It was with the flow. So that is one thing. Inclusiveness, is one factor that a public speaker should definitely understand. And I think, being a part of any student organization or literary society or DSA or any part of DSW, I think will definitely help you out to get that grooming and polishing part done in yours.
Exactly.
Public speaking skills.
We can just say the whole DSW is a transformation machine. Whatever you just join it,
Indeed.
you will get the exposure. Okay.
I mean, it's like that machine, if you get in with thought, vision, you'll get out from the, the kind of person you wanted to be.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what happened in my case. And I am very confident today in life, no matter where I'm going. I have that thinking, kahin bhi jayenge, I'll be able to sustain and survive just because of the skills that I created within myself.
You will go inside like DSW as a noob, but you will come out as a expert. If I say one single sentence.
Indeed.
Okay, so
indeed,
there is
no doubt.
There is a contradictory question I have. This is on-demand question, if I'll say. Like lots of people are just asking, they're not good with their English and they just want to be a public speaker. So what's your suggestion? Like they have to go with the Hindi, what I can say, Hindi language, or they just have to learn English? So what's your point on this?
See, I'll openly tell one thing, that agar aap comfortable nahi hai English mein, then don't go for it. Because just public speaking is something where you have to be a very free-spirited person. When you're standing on a stage, you shouldn't be thinking much about the barriers that's created with the language. You should be only focusing on how to execute the whole event so that you can keep it together. Or not only events, any part of public speaking, whether I talk about elocution, whether I talk about debating, anything. So first of all, you have to be very clear with one thing, that no matter which language you are comfortable in, whether it's English or Hindi, be very particular about the words that you're going to select. Because a lot of times I've seen this, public speakers who are very fluent in English. When we ask them to host a show in Hindi, they fumble. Same, it's vice versa. So it's not that everyone are perfect. Okay, everyone have their own advantages and disadvantages, like pros and cons. Everyone will be having their own uniqueness. So I insist that if you're not very fluent with English, it's okay. That's not a very big deal. You'll learn with the flow of time. But you should always focus on your, strength rather than thinking about your weakness. Then only you'll be creating, opportunities for yourself, and then you're gonna grow in that particular field. So that is one thing. See, if you don't have a common idea that आप जिस भी भाषा में लोगों के साथ जुड़ेंगे, वही भाषा आपको आगे लेके जाएगी, फिर चाहे वो इंग्लिश हो या फिर वो हिंदी हो. So I think that is one thing people should be very clear with and shouldn't be conscious about कि यार मुझे तो सिर्फ हिंदी आती है, तो मैं क्या पब्लिक स्पीकर बन सकता हूँ? हाँ भाई, बिल्कुल बन सकते हैं, बिल्कुल बन सकते हैं. I mean, we have a number of examples in our university. It's like any number of examples. So I think that's
let's just take the example of
Dhirendra Bhaiya, Aviral Bhaiya, Muskan Ka Dodge.
Exactly.
I can name people who are amazing. Then there is Mrityunjay also. People like them are amazing, and the way they communicate in Hindi, it gives a different kind of vibes altogether. And I still remember those days. When I was just mesmerized sitting in the front, and I was like, ये लोग बंद नहीं होने चाहिए, they should keep on speaking, you know, वैसा
Exactly.
situation. So I
Definitely,
don't think so
definitely.
कि language is at all a barrier for our voters.
Okay. So basically, like you just said about English, that people should go with the language they're comfortable with. But lots of people, they just want to like improve their English. So what's your say on this? Like how they have to improve that?
I think generally whenever people ask me this one question कि मैं English को कैसे सुधारूं, तो I generally this is what I learned from Mittal School of Business, from DSW, from Vishali ma'am, from Literary Society. First of all, you should know few things like every day do read newspaper. Okay, this is very basic things that a person should know, because once you start reading, you will get to know the sentence formations, you'll get to know the structure of lines, you'll get to know a lot of things. Apart from that, if you are into novels, if you are into reading books or any articles or blogs, keep reading, and then comes practicing. Visually you can also do that. You can first of all start watching movies with English subtitles for few days, and then stop watching stop watching with subtitles and try to understand what they're trying to say. Like that, what you're gonna listen, you're gonna learn a lot of things, and you'll get to revise that. And thirdly, you should take 5 words in a day, try to learn them, and try to implement those words in your day-to-day conversation. That's what I started doing at a very beginning. A lot of words which you will feel are too complicated. There is Instagram, Facebook, follow any pages. There are n number of pages you'll find where you can find vocabulary. You can have Oxford dictionary, any dictionary for that fact, and then start using. Don't just take 5 words, even it's five, not five, it's fine. Take one word, see the meaning, and try to indulge that one word into your day-to-day conversation. And you once at the very beginning you'll feel a little bit odd कि यार थोड़ा सा awkward हो रहा है situation, but it's okay, because when you will be prolific at what you are doing, people won't be looking at your flaws, they'll be looking at what you are. Because simply कहते हैं ना कि जब कमल कीचड़ से खिल के बाहर निकलता है, तो people will forget the fact कि वो कीचड़ से निकला है. They'll always see that beautiful flower. So the
Exactly.
process of becoming that flower, कीचड़ से निकलने का ये जो सफर है वो थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा. But don't lose your heart. I keep on saying this to every individual who I meet, and it's just a language. Yeah, don't stress yourself. Don't stress to
Definitely.
another level कि यार मेरा क्या होगा. It's just a language, and आप सीख जाएंगे. And
Definitely.
being from India, आपको हर 100 मीटर के बाद एक दूसरा लैंग्वेज मिल जाएगा.
Definitely.
And if it is help you, it could be possible within one class too. You'll find
Definitely.
people from Kashmir to come Kanyakumari, any part of the country, when international students. So you will find n number of languages. Don't miss that opportunity of learning a new language, because
Exactly.
I think it's an amazing opportunity.
And our soft skill classes is playing a very major role in
Of
improving our English.
course, of course.
So that's a great achievement we are having. if I say.
We are blessed with faculty members like
Exactly.
Sachin Sidra sir,
Yeah,
Paul
definitely,
sir,
definitely.
whole CPE team, Center for Professional Enhancement. The name itself is a brand because it not only creates that kind of vibe, it kind of grooms you to another level. Soft skills है यार क्या होगा, people think कि चलो यार soft skill की class है, but trust me, if you really, I was a person who was so excited about every soft skills class, and every activity that they'll be doing is so amazing. That is again going to help you a lot, because things are very particular in LPU when it comes from CP.
So there's one more question where, like, sometimes we are just hosting any event. So there is a delay in our, resource person, in our chief guest. So how to engage our audience? Because, they're getting bored. Because this is a very, common situation we are facing in every event that can be in online as well as offline mode. So how we have to deal with it?
See, first and foremost, as I said, anything can happen at any point of time when you are standing on a stage and you are the moderator. So be ready with what is gonna, come on your face all of a sudden. So if any such situation rises, you should be definitely ready with your fillers. I had a very common filler which I used to use. I still remember. I used to talk to them. Basically, that's what you're gonna do. One thing I would like to advise to all my fellow anchors and public speakers, कि जब आप स्टेज पे खड़े हैं और जब कुछ डिले हो रहा है, don't start giving your ideology to the public, don't start preaching. Okay, to be very clear, don't start preaching, don't start talking about something that you are personally interested in and you want people to listen. Because if you are going to do that, there is a possibility that everyone will not be so interested or keen to listen, because everyone have their own ideologies, their own perceptions. In fact, the best thing you can do is that you can talk to them, you can have a conversation with them, and you can make that session interactive. Kabhi bhi late agar koi bhi dignitary ho rahe hain, to look what kind of crowd you are having and see what kind of event you are hosting. Formal event mein you cannot do anything informal, and informal event mein you cannot be very formal. And there are certain events which are amalgamation of both. So what I mean is, see the situation, see the kind of crowd you're having, because there could be faculty members, there could be HODs, HOS, respected dignitaries of our university, there could be parents, there could be teachers, deans, anyone could be there. So see the intensity of the situation, see what kind of crowd you're having, and then create certain fillers which could be fun. Or you can throw a quiz. Don't be very like a quiz bee का माहौल बना दे. Keep it something light, keep it something interactive that people should enjoy. Exactly. So I think that is what you need to do. Use your fillers to such a manner that it would help the public to engage themselves to the conversation. Because starting mein I used to see, when a few people used to host, they used to be amazing on stage, but people were not so interactive. The reason, because what they are speaking and what they are relating is very less. So always, even happens with me, because a lot of time my crowd didn't relate to what I'm trying to do. But then I have to mold myself in such a manner that I will fit to that frame, to my, crowd. And then it is how things are going to work, that your crowd is going to enjoy your words. So I think using fillers is something that you need to learn, and that will come with the flow of time. फैशन शो अगर आप पोस्ट कर रहे तो वहां पे आप खड़े होकर क्विज नहीं करा सकते हैं. अगर आप मैराथन करा रहे हैं तो वहां पे आप कोई किसी के बुक्स के बारे में नहीं बात कर सकते हैं. तो एवरीथिंग हैज इट्स ओन डेकोरम. तो आई थिंक ऑफ कोर्स we have to go with the genre. Exactly. You should go with the flow of the event and definitely consider what kind of crowd you're having.
Definitely. So now I'll just jump to another question, like how much our co-host play like vital role in our anchoring, because co-host is that's going to be a very helping hand at the time we are hosting, because if we are missing out something, they're going to help us out. This type of scenario occurring very frequently. So what's your say on it?
I think co-host is a very important factor, because individually you can host a show. But when there are two people together, it's very important for both of them to synchronize together to form that a vibe that people should enjoy. I still remember, my best co-host is always Yatu. Okay. I mean, हम दोनों की जोड़ी ऐसी थी कि कोई भी event host करा दो, it will be hit. Even Reed for that fact. Like एक ऐसा combo था हमारा कि कोई भी event है, and if we are hosting, that event will be good, because we had such coordination. We know each other. We know that what kind of lame jokes we're gonna portray on the stage. We knew that what is gonna come from each other's head and heart. So having that compatibility with your co-host is very important. And trust me, I really enjoyed every moment of it, because my co-hosts were amazing. Amazing, I should say. Even Muskan, Dhiren, जिनके साथ भी I'm blessed to host, a show or an event. I was blessed with best people. So one thing is, starting में आप थोड़ा सा conscious हो जाओगे. You'll be cautious about कि whether हमारी जो coordination बनेगी कि नहीं. So यहाँ पे आपको दो चीजों का ध्यान रखना है, that you are not very loud and you are not suppressing your co-host, nor you are so low that your co-host is suppressing you. It has to be balanced. And वो compatibility बनने में थोड़ा time लगता है, क्योंकि कभी-कभी आपको पता नहीं चलता है, and आप unintentionally अपने co-host को dominate कर देते हो, which actually creates a issue in your co-host कि he loses confidence कि यार stage पे तो ऐसा हुआ है, I don't know whether I'll be able to host with him again or not. Vice versa, same होते रहता है. So ऐसे situations में what you need to do is like don't go for an intense conversation. Listen, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what you're gonna do. Just chill and talk like, see, this is a part that I want to do. What you want to do. So have a consent there. Don't give your, like decision. Have a consent. Even if you're a senior anchor or a junior anchor, respect your co-host because it is a responsibility. If you're a good speaker, you should be a good listener first and foremost.
Exactly.
So listen what your co-hosts want. Listen what the public is saying. Listen what your your faculty members, your deans, or anyone is saying. Then only you'll be able to speak properly and to the point. So when you are having a new person on stage, try to work out in such a manner. You should learn two things. First, you should compromise a bit when it comes to domination, and you should adjust a bit when it comes to a new person. Because if both the parties will start doing these two things, compromising and adjusting, they'll form a very good pair on stage. And that pair would be indispensable. Like that, whenever I scroll my gallery, I can see a number of events which we both hosted with me and Yadu, me and Ree, like those events were memorable one for me because we had such amazing compatibility on the stage that people used to love that event. I think you might have also seen few of them. So I think
Exactly, definitely.
that is one thing that you definitely need to understand, that your co-host needs to be heard on stage and try to keep it 50-50.
Okay, so now I'm going to take a very difficult question for you. Who is your favorite host in LPU? Who is your favorite host?
I think my all-time favorite host is always my co-host because बड़े लोग तो हैं, of course, whether I talk about Mr. Jatin या Mr. Vishnu or Piyush Bhaiya or Kanika, I should say. So my all-time favorite, ये चारों तो है, of course,
No, you have to choose one. You can't go
okay, I
like
have to choose one. Okay,
exactly.
I have to choose one.
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry if I'm biased out here because I've hosted with almost everyone, but I will proudly proclaim that Yadu is my all-time favorite.
Okay.
No matter
as
what,
expected, as expected.
no matter what, because he saved me literally a lot of times on stage.
Yeah.
He's like a friend who is not less than a guru.
I still remember he used to host very little amount of events, but yeah, that hosting is going to be awesome. I attended his 2 to 3 of events, but yeah, I felt good. The English, the proficiency.
जब भी मुझे पता लगता था कि यदु के साथ इवेंट है तो यदु हाँ ठीक है कर लेंगे, तो there was no preparation for that. So वो जो comfortness उसके इससे आई and the kind of memories we made in university, I still miss everything, every bit of it. And this COVID happened, or else we could have had one more amazing year out there. So पता भी नहीं लगा, and it's been 15 months now since I hosted my last show, offline.
Okay, so now I'll just take one more question. Like, who is your model, like role model for this public speaking part, and what's your future plans in this field? Is there any plans? Then please.
To be honest, first of all, my future plans. I enjoyed my fair share in university. I learned a lot of things. I enjoyed a lot of moments, and I do have certain plans, but life comes always first. Public speaking is like that benchmark where once if you'll reach, you'll taste the essence of life and you'll grow. So I have few plans which apparently, if things went well, I'll work on it, and I'm not gonna definitely leave it. I never left any of my talent. I always took all of them, whether it comes to sculpturing, whether it comes to making murals, whether it comes to handicrafts or fashion designing for that fact, or anything. I never left anything. I always carried all of them. So for sure, I'm going to carry this as well. And who is my role model in university? I think it has to be Dr. Saurabh Ratnapal sir. No doubt in that.
Definitely.
Reason, whenever I still remember that one conversation with him. I was very new to the field, okay, and I was kind of homesick starting, and whenever I used to see him, I used to have that aura that my father is standing next to me. And I told him once in the event, कि सर जब कभी मैं आपको देखता ना मुझे अपने पापा की याद आती है. And he's like, really? And his warm hugs, कि whenever I touched his feet, it was a different vibe altogether. And no doubt. And जिस तरह का प्यार मुझे मिला है ना, I feel so blessed.
Exactly.
You know, I was विशाली मैम, डीएससी का हर एक फैकल्टी जितना प्यार मुझे दिया है, आई थिंक वो मेरी जिंदगी के अंत तक रहेगा. एंड नॉट ओनली देम, आई थिंक टू मोर पीपल, you know, my HOD, of course, Tanya ma'am and Chirag sir, they are like two people who I always look upon. These, I mean, I feel so delighted, you know, I feel so blessed. I've even encountered such amazing people in life, because not only professionally, personally, they helped me so much to grow as a person. So I think कि LPU में, if you are a part of LPU, then आपको हर एक कॉर्नर पे आफ्टर एवरी फ्यू मीटर्स यू फाइंड वन अमेजिंग पर्सनालिटी जिनसे आप बहुत कुछ सीख सकते हैं.
Definitely.
बहुत कुछ. तो डोंट लूज दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी. सो लुक फॉरवर्ड, एंड आई स्टिल, you know, I wait for that day when I'll be back to the university. I'll come back, you know, to meet each one of them. So I'm definitely looking forward for
Exactly,
you know,
exactly.
upcoming days.
Okay. So one more question I just want to go with, like, how much you're missing the university?
God, that's a terrible question, I should say, because not only it's giving me a FOMO, but it's also a nostalgic moment.
Because I'm also experiencing the same scenario right now. I also got placed, so the same is happening with me.
So I'll tell you, okay. It was, I'm not sure, it was the month of March. I was coordinating for Campus Princess, you know, with student organization and with SOC and DSA. All of sudden, ये क्लास प्रेजेंटेशंस में आते थे कि कोविड नाम की एक चीज है जो अभी विस्तार पूर्वक पूरे you know world पे फैल रही है. And I gave a news presentation on the same. It was very normal. It was my economics class with Miss Tanima. So we were discussing कि is there a possibility that the world can face something like this? क्योंकि तब एक ये rumor था कि कोविड जो है इट्स लाइक निमोनिया, तो शायद समर आते आते वायरस खुद से मर जाएगा. इफ यू रिमेम्बर और नॉट, ये आया था जब कोविड स्टार्टिंग में इन द मंथ ऑफ मार्च. ये डिस्कशन होता था कि समर आते आते व्हेन द हीट विल इंक्रीज, व्हेन द टेंपरेचर विल इंक्रीज, द कोविड विल डाई इवेंचुअली. एंड इट्स नॉट अ you know thing that anyone needs to be concerned about.
We felt it's ice. It's ice. When heat will increase, it's going to melt.
Exactly. Yeah. And then this announcement came जहाँ पे लिखा था कि we are giving a holiday for 15 days. I was like, ठीक है यार, 15 दिन है. It was a dream for every student. Literally, it was a dream कि 15 दिन वेकेशन मिल जाए and कुछ ना हो. तो सारे बच्चे वेकेशन कर रहे थे. कहाँ पता था कि वो लाइफ का ऐसा वेकेशन होगा कि लोग तड़पेंगे बाहर निकलने के लिए. And I actually stayed in Jalandhar. ठीक है, 15 days I stayed, and then another announcement that it's gonna be increased. So जिस दिन मोदी जी ने वो घंटी बजवाई थी लोगों से, हाँ, जिस दिन मोदी जी ने वो घंटी बजवाई थी, मैं उसी दिन के एक दिन पहले निकला था पंजाब से. I took my flight from Punjab to विशाखापट्टनम. घर पहुंचने के 100 किलोमीटर पहले ऐसा लॉकडाउन लगा कि मैं वहीं लटक गया for next 2 months.
I still remember.
Not even 3 months.
I still remember that scene.
Exactly, 3 months मैं अपने रिलेटिव्स के यहाँ लटका रह गया. एंड जिस तरह से वो निकला कि, and I would like to tell this to I think a lot of people who have already finished or placed can relate. मेरा जो बहुत ही क्लोज फ्रेंड्स सर्कल था, मैं ऐसे बोल के निकले थे कि पीजीज में रूम सब कुछ लेके नहीं गए थे, कोई सर्टिफिकेट्स लैपटॉप्स कुछ नहीं, मजे में दो जोड़े कपड़े लिए और सब उड़ गए. तो आई रिमेम्बर, अरे ठीक है 15 दिन बाद तो आना ही वापस से, क्या लेके जाना है, चलो सी यू गाइस. नाउ व्हेन आई सिट आई regret like anything. We never even had a chance to say a proper goodbye to each other. We never had scribble day. We never had a proper farewell. I mean, I hosted n number of farewells, DJ parties, induction events, and मेरे पूरे के not me, मेरे seniors, me and मेरे बाद I think hopefully not, किसी को ना farewell नसीब हुआ, ना scribble day नसीब हुआ. Nor we had that opportunity to hug our faculty members and bid farewell. So वो virtually हो गया. But LPU जैसे जगह पे जहाँ पे events का इतना craze हो, इतना amazing opportunities हो, वहाँ पे not only LPU, पूरे world people have been suffering, no doubt in that. So that's how it happened. And now when I call my friends, they're like, remember, we were about to go there. So now we're going to have that Al Karim's biryani, or even Jyoti Chowk shopping, or even that, Shimla Manali trips, or even Rama Mandi mein jaake groceries lena is a nostalgic feeling for us. Traveling from Fagwada to Logate or Logate to Jalandhar Cant is like a dream for us. And वो एक चीज जो हम लोग तड़प गए सुनने के लिए कि भैया एक और राइस बॉल with extra nugget, extra nugget, कि इसके पराठे हो या यूनिमॉल के that kulfi.
Oh yeah.
यूनिमॉल का kulfi.
Rasmalai even. Rasmalai on Wednesday.
Rasmalai even for that fact. Exactly. And even that thing like good morning LP, the time is 8 in the morning. Definitely. Every single thing I really miss.
Night W.H. Smith, if you remember.
Hostel W.H. Smith. Hostel life was hostel life, BH5, BH6, and then hosting a show, interacting with my amazing faculty members, having those late night conversations. Best part that I enjoyed in LP is that late night walks. रात के 8 बजे खाना खाने के बाद when I used to take a solo walk from BH5 till Shanti Devi ji's Murti, and even that flag, it used to give a different kind of vibe. I miss every bit of it. Whenever I used to host a show, Worthy Pro Chancellor Madam Rashmi Mittal, when she used to come, her amazing smile, whether Ashok sir's inspiring words, Dr. Laviraj Gupta sir's words.
Eminent personalities.
That personalities and that kind of interactions, Dr. Sanjay Modi, Dr. Monika Gulati, anyone, name anyone, the conversations and kind of vibes that I used to get, I still miss. Those moments when Vishali ma'am used to scold me because event ko flow mein jana tha, and that kind of pressure we used to have. Subah se leke raat tak kaam karna. There was even time when we used to work whole night for an event, whether at any moment. So I miss every bit of it. Everything has drastically changed, and I feel it will take a bit of time to things to get back to that track. But जो खोया सो खोया, pandemic के कारण, but जो life के morals मिले हैं, जितने memories बनाए हैं LPU में, I think that is gonna stay till my death.
Definitely.
And I think I made the best decision to join LPU. I don't know whether people have their own fair cup of tea, but I had my fair cup, and I still embrace every sip of it.
Definitely. So this is going to have a public speaking session, but this converted into a fun session event. So lots of people are going to enjoy it out, and they're going to get lots of knowledge that how they can make their path to public speaking, how how they have to coordinate with their co-host, how their first step should be. So there are lots of information we just covered in this. So thank you so much for coming to our platform and just sharing your knowledge. Thank you so much, Bhaiya.
Definitely. So before winding up, I would like to give a small message to all the new faces of our LP, to all the amazing freshers. It will be a little bit difficult for you because if you are going even offline, online classes, your college life is going to be something that you will feel different from your school life. You're gonna meet new people, you're gonna learn a lot of things. So, and LPU is one such platform where you won't be a frog in a well. Okay, you will definitely come out of your comfort zone and you'll explore a lot of things. Always remember that growth has to be intrinsic, not external factor that will come and affect you. So always be ready for the change and grab that opportunity, no matter from which direction it's coming. And you'll have a lot of opportunities in place like help you to grow and grow. So always utilize that and always cherish every single moments that you're gonna create in university, because don't be like us. We never knew that COVID is gonna happen and we couldn't get our amazing end moments, which we still regret. So embrace every bit of it. So live the life the way you want.
At fullest.
Because,
live the life at fullest.
At fullest and exactly. And, choose what you want to be, because we are what we choose to be. So definitely that is amazing experience that you're going to have. All the best and have an amazing years ahead. I'm very sure that you all are going to come out of your cocoons and fly high in the sky. Thank you so much.
This is a nice message from your side, though. Thank you so much, Bhaiya. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. Have a good day.
You too.